Before you proceed with your daily Red Dead Online grind, especially if you're taking advantage of the new prestigious legendary bounty missions, you need to watch this video because you may be losing out on hundreds and maybe even thousands of dollars here in game. There is a huge problem with the Carmela Montez legendary bounty, and we're going to discuss everything you need to know on how to avoid this problem, what it means if it happens to you, and steps you can take to make up for what you may have lost. So if you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on this video. And if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your notifications turned on. So some folks in my live stream chat on Twitch reached out over the weekend warning me about the Carmela Montez legendary bounty, saying that you lose tonics and other items if you play on that mission. And I didn't really test it or really do anything about it, and as some of you may have seen, Austin BMX did a really good video on this too, and he tested just how much players were losing from this, and it's actually kind of crazy. After you're done, if you want to go check out his video, I will link it down in the description below for you. And he reported that simply starting the Carmela Montez legendary bounty results in the player losing out on 1 gin, 1 rum, 1 potent miracle tonic, and 1 potent snake oil. Probably doesn't sound like a very big deal to you, but it does get worse than that. If you fail this mission and either replay the mission from the checkpoint or restart it, doesn't really matter which, you lose 2 more of each of those. So that's already a total of 3 lost gin, rum, potent snake oils, and miracle tonics just from 1 mission. Now if you fail again, that's another 2 more, and that just keeps on going, and the game keeps on taking an additional 2 away from you every time you fail this mission, if you do so. Now, if you were to then complete the legendary bounty or either just quit the game and find a new session and log out of that legendary bounty, that results in another 1 of each you're losing. So basically, it's guaranteed that interacting with this mission in any capacity will make you lose 2 of each of these items, even if you don't die or fail once. 1 when you start the mission, and then 1 when you end the mission. And again, just want to reiterate, each time you die and fail the mission, each time that happens, the game will be removing 2 more of each of those items from your satchel, and that will just continue on forever. So as a result of this, you will be losing $35 worth of items just by starting and then subsequently completing this legendary bounty at the bare minimum. Now, the reason this is so important as well is because this week players have the opportunity to get double money on the new prestigious legendary bounties that came with the Bounty Hunter expansion at the beginning of December. And of course, since we only had 3 of those, one being Jeanbo Finley week 1, then Carmela Montez, and then Virgil Edwards, you can really only do 2 of these for the double money, which would be Jeanbo Finley and the Virgil Edwards legendary bounties. I mean, sure, you could still do the Carmela Montez bounty, but why would you want to this week? Why purposely forfeit the $35 worth of items when you just don't need to every single time you play this mission, whether or not these missions are paying out double money or not? Now, funny enough, I tried this mission to test out to see what happens to my items personally on my account, and not only did I get the same results as Austin, but this mission is just entirely bugged as a whole, I think. I don't even think the 2 times money is applied on this mission for me. I'm not getting double money. Well, after 1/2 hour of waiting to see the max payout for this mission, it was only $187, as you can see on screen. That's just not right. It should be at least like $220 something like other legendary bounties. I don't even think Carmela Montez is paying out normal cash right now, so just avoid it altogether. This is a huge problem. Of course, you can still play through the mission if you want, but if you're doing it with a posse, there's a lot of players who may be taking advantage of the bonuses this week that may just not even be paying attention. Of course, now that you have the information, you could choose, oh, the $35 is worth forfeiting no matter what because I'm making a lot of money from the mission. It doesn't matter to me. Fine, great, you do you. But for players who may not be aware, you know, it's good you have this info because everyone loses out if you start the mission, even if you don't die. So that's one part of the video. The other part is a naturalist warning as well. The Last Deadeye actually did a huge Gus sale before on his channel where he sold 50 Sapa Cougar pelts. He put them all in the hunting wagon and then he sold them to Gus. Rockstar and Red Dead Online shorted him a ton of money. On the 50 Sapa Cougar pelts that he was supposed to sell, he should have made $2,350 on that sell, but he was shorted $940 on it. Now, later in a different video, he did update his community later, saying that Rockstar reimbursed him for the $940 he lost, after, of course, some back and forth with the tech support. But they acknowledged the issue, basically, in his support ticket, and currently, to my knowledge, I don't think this is patched, because if you search this up on YouTube, you will find other players and other YouTube channels who have made their own videos of the same thing happening. Gus seems to be glitched in Red Dead Online as well. So just avoid the Carmela Montez legendary bounty this week, or even in the future onwards, because who knows if Rockstar is going to patch it. And when we have a lot of issues that are still kind of remaining from the Bounty Hunter expansion from December 1st, and this kind of leads me to the last point I wanted to make in this video, besides the 2 warnings on both the bounty and then of course selling pelts to Gus if that's something you do and don't necessarily donate them to Trader. Huge thing here is, why do we constantly have these bugs and glitches in the game? We have Moonshiners which release, and yes, of course, you know, every game has their bugs and glitches, but Red Dead Online specifically gets plagued with them at the beginning of each DLC update, and Rockstar fixes those by the time the next update comes out. And when that update comes out, sure, it fixed the previous update's issues, but then we have more update issues and bugs and glitches to worry about, which will then get patched another 6 months later when we get content, etc. So, for example, when Moonshiners came out, if you do a trader sell and then you try and sell your Moonshine right after, back-to-back selling here, you will 100% black screen. That is still a thing here in Red Dead Online. More than 13 months after the Moonshiner DLC released, Rockstar has since patched it. It's just probably not priority for them at this point. I would definitely argue that they are aware of it, but I don't think they'll take any action considering they haven't for this long. I thought maybe it would be patched with the Naturalist. Of course, you guys were well aware of all the bugs and glitches to do with animals and dynamic event spawns. Again, with the Naturalist, those seem to be better. So that's the big one for Moonshiners. That's the big one for the Naturalist. And then with this new Bounty Hunter expansion that came out at the beginning of December, you guys remember day 1 and part of day 2 as well, the payouts were bugged. Players weren't getting gold bars or gold nuggets that they were supposed to earn through their new infamous bounties, free roam bounties, legendary bounties, whatever it is. They weren't getting the Bounty Hunter roll XP to where they could reset their reward every 10,000 Bounty Hunter roll XP for their 50 gold nuggets, and then like I think it was $100. That wasn't able to happen. You weren't getting paid for trader sells. You weren't getting paid for moonshine sells. You couldn't sell your collections to Madame Nazar. At least that was the case for me. I couldn't sell a coin collection I had at the time. Some people actually were able to sell their coin collections, but they weren't even getting paid for it, and the coin collection disappeared from their satchel and their inventory and their collector's bag. It's all just really bad stuff here. So hopefully Rockstar figures out these issues, but I wanted to bring you guys this big warning because this affects everyone this week. When we're grinding the double money, we've never had this opportunity here in Red Dead Online before to make double 200% money on some legendary bounties, even though the original 10 are just 50% like normal. That would be a big bonus because typically we get a 30% bounty hunter, either gold or cash pay. 50% we've had once or twice or maybe 3 times. I don't think much more than that. We've never had double money, and so to see it finally happen here in game for players who have the prestigious bounty hunter license and then have one of these missions get glitched, players will be taking part in these missions more this week, and they simply may not even realize that they're losing items. So it's just kind of crazy. But that's about everything I wanted to talk about here today. I've wanted to talk about this Gus glitch for a while, and then now, of course, Austin BMX posted about the Carmela Montez legendary bounty glitch, which, sure enough, when I tried myself, I was losing items. Now we have double money on this bounty, like I said, so players will be engaging with this activity more. It's glitched, it removes player tonics and alcohols, but it also doesn't seem to pay you out in full, so it's just kind of bad all around. Nonetheless, we're going to wrap it up here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel, want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you guys also want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask me any questions on there. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links, including my Discord, can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. New money guide on the legendary bounties and how to make a ton of money this week coming tomorrow. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.